Hey,
Hey, yo.
Is the house gonna come out?
It's not working. Oh, there it is.
Oh, there you go. That's
good. Okay. There it is. Y'all already know what it is, man. Welcome to the LiveVibezPodcast episode 40. Deuce of them things, man. 402 in the books because we are live, man. Y'all already see what it is. Y'all see what the vibe is. It is the day before Valentine's Day, you know what I'm saying? So we all on here, you know what I'm saying? Got on some red, you know what I'm saying? Setting the tone, you know what I'm saying? Got the lights red a little bit. We about to have some fun tonight, you know what I'm saying? And shout out to everybody we see. We see everybody coming in here. I know we late and shit. We apologize, but we're going to definitely get better at this. We're going to have to start at 8:30 so we can fucking get on here by fucking now. But shit, without further ado, man, Flatline, go ahead and bring us in, my G.
Man, y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Flatliner, but Mr. Flatliner to you if you ain't part of my crew. What's up with it?
Y'all already know who it is. It's your boy Rated. And if it ain't the Soprano Gang, goddamn it, I can't fade it. And y'all know who it is. On the side of me,
𝐿ZiZiRE back with the Soft Era Squad. What up, y'all?
Hey, know what it is. And last but not least, we have.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Okay.
It's the king, bitch.
Wait for it. And there it is. In the building, man. You already see what is cracking. We are all in here, you know what I'm saying, live in the flesh, ready to get to the pot and whatnot. And yeah, first thing we're gonna do is check the vibes and see how everybody doing. We would definitely want to hear from Flat, since Flat has been MIA because he was, I don't even know what islands you went to, where you went, but I know you was on a boat somewhere, my G. So let the people know how you been, what's been up, man. How was your trip, all that good stuff, you know what I'm saying?
Man, I was late to the pod because I was asleep.
I had to call him. That nigga was like, "My bad, bro. I was knocked out." I'm like, God damn, that nigga was dead.
Oh man, my body is not. I'm not back on track yet, bro. Like this was a doozy. The longest cruise I've ever been on was 6 days. So to add 3 more on top of that, to be gone for a 9-day cruise was like, man.
When did you get back, Flat?
Super Bowl Sunday.
Okay.
So man, it's just been that was a good damn trip, man. My body is still up on the Lido deck, still in the casino when it's 2-3 o'clock in the damn morning here. I supposed to have been asleep, knowing I got to get up for the trash truck at 4:45. It was 3 o'clock. I was still up.
God damn.
So my body is just I'm not on track yet, but it was a good damn trip all in all. My brother, me and my brother went for our birthday. Even though my birthday has not come yet, it was still in the month of February. So you know how some people they celebrate all month long. But so I was just there for my birthday, man. It was a good vibe, man. Good energy. Filled with fun, laughter. It's always that when me and my bro get together. I don't know, bro. Like we left out of New York. So this cruise
That's different.
This was my first time leaving out of the New York port. Went up to New York, got on the cruise ship, and the first 2 days was
at sea, right?
At sea.
Had to be. I'm going to say it had to be from New York.
So basically that's 2.5 days, because of course when we take off that
Right.
day, we had to leave that
At
day
sea.
pretty much. Then to go to bed, wake up to be at sea, go to bed and wake up and be at sea, just to go to wake up and just be in Miami. And I was going. We were going to get off the ship because we had some things to get, but like go to the ATM and stuff. But it was pouring down, raining in Miami, so I didn't get off the ship. Me and my brother didn't get off the ship in Miami either. So that's basically like 3
days.
That sea.
Yep.
And so we went to bed just to wake up, and that port that we were going to, we could no longer go to because of the storms. And they said it was 20-foot waves. And the port that we were going to, of course, the cruise ship can deal with that. But the island we were going to, we needed to get on one of the little ships to take us
over. Yeah. Ain't no way y'all doing that.
And we weren't doing that with the 20-foot waves. So we had another day at sea. So
4.5 days.
4.5 days at sea.
God damn.
And we finally got off the ship on the 5th day. And I was
so how did it work there? So did y'all stay like at sea, and then y'all first day off was still that same island with the small boat to get over there, or y'all just say fuck that joint and just went to the next one?
Yeah, we skipped that island as a whole. They gave us out some of our port fees back, because you pay port fees when you get on a cruise. So being as though we didn't go to that port, they gave us some money back from the trip for that port. And so the first time getting off the ship was we went there, Nassau.
Okay.
So we went to Senior Frogs.
Turned up.
Of course, because that was the first time off the ship since getting on the ship. So
it's been a whole week.
Yeah, man, we definitely were getting off of there. So we got off, and we just had a good time there. I didn't eat nothing on the trip that was different because I've already had the escargot and I've already had the frog legs, but of course I ate those again. And shit, I don't know, man. I just had a good time. It was relaxed. It was well needed. Casino. I was, I finally left a winner after this was about the last 4 cruises. They've been knocking a fucking hole in my head, man. But I finally, turned around a little something on this one. So it's just a good vibe for me, man. It's good to be back home. But of course, I'm ready for the next one. But my next cruise ain't until August.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, God damn, but I bet till August.
So
we'll be there.
Yeah, it's gonna be a doozy.
Crazy, man. Well, I'm glad that you had a good time and enjoyed the trip, even with the storms and all the bullshit. And only question I got, well, I mean, I guess it kind of changed the experience, but would you ever do a 9-day cruise again that should have been on a 9-day still? Okay, because sometimes it may be too much for motherfuckers. Some people they tap that 4 or 5 days, but I can't do no more than that.
That ship, man, the ship I was on, that was the first time on one of those Italian style ships. That ship was lovely, man.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah. 9 days, shit. If I could have got longer. Like we were getting off the ship, and Dreams to Reality was getting on that same ship when we got off.
When y'all got off.
And that hers, I think, was an 11-day cruise, 11 or 12-day cruise once we got back. So it was yeah. Somebody said she looked it up. Yeah, if anybody got time, go on YouTube and look up Carnival Venezia ship. And you'll see the difference between that ship and the normal carnival ships we were on, man. So it was just a good time. It was some things I didn't like that I can't wait till I get that goddamn survey, because I'm gonna talk about that shit.
It was how they handle shit, like
you know, on the other ship they have the room where you can iron your clothes.
Yeah.
This ship, I went there and said, "Hey, where's the little laundrette or whatever it is called?" And they was like, "Oh no, we don't have that on this ship. It's a little brown bag in your cabin. You put your clothes in there and fill it out on the slip." These motherfuckers you gotta pay for them to iron your clothes.
God damn.
Yeah, of course.
So they iron, or they can dry clean it. They can do whatever you want, but it's a fee. Shirts was like $4, and it was.
But then, like, what is the weight on that? Like, what if everybody's trying to get their shit at the?
If you write express, you'll get it's a quick turn,
and that's another fee.
Exactly. Exactly.
Got
So
you.
Of course, the first time that I needed it express, because I'm like, well, damn, I didn't.
You waited to the last minute because you thought you had the room, but you ain't even got that shit. So now you got to express it. Yeah, that's crazy.
It was just crazy. But that and that DJ, oh my gosh, man.
DJ was bad.
We left out of New York, so.
I mean, how many songs that nigga got for?
I didn't heard that motherfucker. I don't know how many times. I'm not a fan of Biggie, but I think I know all his motherfucking music now from leaving from out of that. I ain't a fan of Jay-Z, but I'm pretty sure I know all his music.
All right. Enough with the.
It was just
enough with the New York slant, though. Okay.
That wasn't New York slang. I didn't say they were trash. I just said they're not my cup of tea.
I'm messing with you.
And now I probably know all of their music because he kept playing all, and I'm like, "Sir, can you play this?" He like, I don't know if they're gonna like that. I'm like, "Sir, just play it."
Yeah, niggas travel to get here, to leave from here. Like, everybody not from New York just because y'all coming out of New York.
When you finally get you vibe, you might get a little head nod off a Jay-Z song, and then you turn around and Beyonce, and it's like, wait a second.
Yeah, come on, man.
You got to keep the dance floor. Like, think about what you're doing. So he had a problem with. I'm like, okay, I gave him something simple. Can you play? You got anything, Lil Boosie? I'm showing him on my phone because, of course, he can't hear me.
Yeah.
He said, I don't know if I can play that here. I'm not sure if they're gonna like it. I said, man, everybody know Lil Boosie. Come on now, like I ain't giving him no Southern artist that only the South know. Everybody know. I'm like, just play the damn song. So he played it, and it got the dance floor jumping. Everybody coming up, running off the side. He looked at me and went like this with his thumb, like, yeah. Now,
and he went right back to playing.
Started requesting music to about the 4th day. So now, from 4th to the 5th to the 6th, I'm giving him music. Every song I give him, it gets the dance floor jumping. He getting this, he pointing at me over there. And so he said, I gotta start listening to you more. I'm like, yeah. Like, God damn it. So, it was just like, it could have been up there being the DJ to get the dance floor going.
God damn it,
Exactly.
It.
That's crazy.
So it was still fun, man. But
well, that's good. I'm glad it was still fun, regardless if you had to be a DJ for the second half of your trip. But that's lit though, man. Shit. But glad you had fun, glad you're back and all that good stuff, man. Me, I ain't really got too much going on right now. Work is work, and I ain't really have anything else cracking over the weekend. It was like a low vibrational weekend for me though. I ain't do shit. I got invited to a game night, didn't go. I got invited to 2 Super Bowl parties, didn't go. It's just I just wasn't feeling it, man. So I just kicked back. And ate some good food, watched the game in the house. It was just one of those moves where it's just like, I couldn't get myself up and out. And I'm learning how to fucking navigate that because that's usually not a thing for me. So, but that's different. But other than that, it was cool. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, ain't really too much like new or different cracking right now. You know what I'm saying? But I'm here, ready to pod, and yeah, that's about it. Ain't shit going on. Amiyah, what's been up with you?
It's on me. Well, I celebrated my dad's birthday. Shout out to the Aquarius. I'm gonna give Flat his balloons since he was not here.
Okay.
So yeah, hung out with my dad in NY, and then your girl hit the red carpet for Bob Marley, One Love. I definitely will suggest that you all see the movie. I had an advantage because I got to talk to them to understand like why they chose Kingsley and LaShawna for the roles. But they absolutely knock it out the park. So if you don't have plans tomorrow, it is out tomorrow. So go and check it out. Outside of that, work, and staying out of trouble one day at a time, one foot in front of the other.
I know that's right. King, what about you, man? What's been up?
The king has nothing to report.
Yep. Okay.
I could have swore I saw him with a picture of him posted this weekend, but I'm gonna let it rock.
He do that. I gave up on that.
A daddy-daughter dance. It was like maybe like an hour and a half. So other than that, nothing.
Daddy, daughter, dinner, whatever you did sounds awesome. So shout out to that. You know what? And I'll give you a round of applause because you gotta start saying these things, man. Even if it's one little small update that you may not feel is an update, that makes us smile. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So yes, that's beautiful. That's beautiful, man. So shout out to that. But now that we done got that out of the way, you know what I'm saying? This is the part where everybody that's in here, man, we want y'all to do us a favor, you know what I'm saying? The usual, you know what I'm saying? Business as usual thing, you know what I'm saying? Hit the I'm frozen. My screen's frozen.
You are.
I can't click on shit, but I could still talk to y'all. This is goofy as fuck. God damn it.
Yikes.
All right. Well, somebody tell everyone to like and subscribe, please. Look, like this. There it is. Like and subscribe, please. Look, I'm gonna just throw a round of applause so don't be weird. Like and subscribe. Okay. Hit the thumbs up, man. Wherever you are. We would appreciate that, man. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Hit the bell and all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? And booyaka. We are done with that. Now, it's time to get into the shits. Of course, y'all already know how this goes, man. We've been doing this since the season started. Everybody bringing the topic to the floor. And we don't be knowing what everybody brings to the table. So we just going to see what's up and answer it and, enjoy it and have some fun, man. Let's see what's up.
The first one is Miss Deziire.
Oh, I get to go first? Okay.
Okay. All right. And I believe this is what was sent over. Let me pause the pornography. And hold on, man.
This is still like what the Filipinas? Which one was it?
I haven't seen that in a while, actually. But all right, so for the people who are listening to the pod and not watching the pod, it says that 𝐒𝐻𝐳 explains why he feels like there is no such thing as somebody being the one when it comes to relationships. So let's see how this rolls.
Now, you got married pretty young. Most people say that's pretty young, especially in this industry, 28 years old. How did you know she was the one?
Yeah, so it's no such thing as somebody being the one. You know,
you about to start some shit on social media with that one.
No, listen though. It's no such thing as somebody being the one, man. This takes effort. It got to be something you want to do. You got to be the one. You know what I'm saying? You got to be the one to want to do it because they don't propose. You do. You feel me? This got to be something you want. This got to be something you want to do. This got to be something that you're willing to stick with no matter what. And it's got to be something you make a choice to put effort into. You feel me?
I agree with that. I agree with that, but she still got to be special enough for you to say this is who I want to spend the rest of my life with?
Yeah, for sure. For sure. I mean, everybody's special. You feel me? There's nobody out here that's not special in their own way. You know, with
That's
her.
what you used to tell her?
Huh?
That's what you used to tell her?
I don't know about no. I ain't never had none.
Good answer. Good answer.
I ain't never had none.
But I like your take on that though. Like you got to be the one. You got to, because a lot of men always put it on the woman. It's
Yeah.
like she was the one and she wasn't it. But you're talking about the other side of it, which I appreciate that.
No,
we don't hear that.
Yeah.
Ever. So.
No, for sure, for sure. You gotta want it. You gotta want it, definitely.
When did you realize? What made you want to do it at that particular moment, in that particular time?
So this always been a dream of mine. I always knew I was gonna do this. You know what I'm saying? Because the household I grew up in was a lot of dysfunction. And I knew that's not what I wanted. I know I wanted to have a 2-parent household because that's what I wish I had. You know what I'm saying? I knew I wanted to be married and carry myself a certain way because that's what I wish I saw coming up. So growing up for me was a kind of like a lot of what not to do. And that made me want to do this.
Now you got married.
Okay. So Amiyah, you can tell us how you want us to approach this. If you want to talk first, you want somebody else to lead, however you want to do it.
I want the fellas to lead. So either any of you can take your pick. I want to hear the thoughts of the men.
I guess I can go. I feel like I get it. I get where he's coming from with that. And that's like it's kind of like what I say when I say you have to be the change that you want to see. It follows along those same lines. Like he said, oh, she don't have to be the one, you got to be the one. And she got to be the one as well. Like, I understand him saying he got to be the one, but like he said, this is somebody that I got to make sure that I'm willing to be here through thick and thin, for sickness and health, to death do us part. Like, in order for me to determine if she's the one, I need to know that she's the one. Like, okay,
King's daughter TT is on the screen, just so y'all know. By Flat Start Talking, we always say what's up to the babies when they pull up to the pod, you know what I'm saying? And of course, she cannot hear us because King has on headphones, so don't be alarmed, everyone. She is gorgeous.
What are you doing?
She is adorable.
I get it. Like I said, I get what he's saying, but I still think that she has to be the one. I'm not saying it like, oh, once you realize she's the one, that's what's going to make me settle down and all of this, because that's not at the end of the day, you do have to be ready to settle down, but you got to know that within yourself. A woman can't make you do that. That's why when they always say, oh, a woman can't make you change, you got to want to make the change for yourself, which is true. Which means, like, yeah, you have to be the one. But if you be the change that you want to see, in order to find the one, you have to be the one, because you're going to only attract that certain type of energy around you when you are being the one that you want to see. Like, this is who I want to be with. This is the woman that like, this shit should come. It, like Pretty Misty just said, equally yoked. It's like, it comes natural. I feel like that equally yoked stuff comes natural. This is not really that much hard work, because we attract the same things. Like, this is easy to do, because this is what we both want. This is the same way. We carry ourselves the same way. And you can even get past a lot of trauma from previous people when things come natural from that other person. I mean, of course, you still need your therapy and all of that stuff, but if you get someone that's there, it clicks. These people think like you think, so it's a lot easier to express yourself when there is issues, when there is problems, because you have someone that's not going to judge you. They're looking at it from a standpoint where, okay, I get where you're coming from, even if I don't agree with it. Now let me show you, or let me tell you where I'm coming from with it, and maybe we can come together and form something and say, oh, okay, I see it from your angle. But a lot of that stuff comes natural, and you have to be mature to do it. But at the end of the day, you got to be the one, and she also has to be the one. So when it comes to what he said, I feel like, but that's just my take on that.
I agree with what he's saying, but I'm not gonna say I disagree. I just think that he's viewing it from a different perspective than what I would view it as. Because when I see the one, it's not the one like there's only one person for you. We've had this conversation on the pod before when we were talking about like soulmates and shit like that. People find their soulmates in different places. I feel like if you lived in a different state, you'll find somebody who's for you in that state you lived in. Like, you know, like what are the odds of the billions and billions and billions of people on earth that you found the one to marry and they lived in your state or you went to high school with you? Like, there's people who are compatible with you to the point where they could be the one for you. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I look at the one. It's not just like the one, like there's only one, but the one, like the one for me. And there can be plenty of those type of people, but how often are you going to find them? That's a whole nother situation. So that's, to me, that's how I view it. You know what I'm saying? And it takes effort on both sides. And I also don't feel like it's a one-sided thing when it comes to that, because just the same way that a man has to be ready to marry a woman has to be ready to be a wife as well. I feel like we be in a lot of positions to where people propose and a lot of women want marriage so bad, especially when, like, we know two of the most important things for a woman is to be a wife and to bear children. So we end up in a lot of situations where if a man that you love proposed to you, I feel like 8 times out of 10 of women to say yes because she wants that man and she wants that life and she wants that, you know, vision at the end of the day. I don't think that she'll sit back and say, well, you know what, I'm not quite ready. I think that she'll say yes and try to prepare herself maybe a little faster than she wants to, you know what I'm saying? Just to get the lifestyle that she see at the big picture at the end of it all, you know what I'm saying? So when it comes to picking somebody or saying, you know what, I'm not ready, you know what I'm saying? There's people who are like, yo, I got to be financially ready. I got to be spiritually ready. I got to be, you know, all these different things to say, all right, I'm ready now. But this has to be a conversation between two people. I don't think these marriages work out when only one person's ready and the other person isn't, but you're just going with it because you want it so bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, that's not how that should work. And I don't feel like those relationships last that long. You know what I'm saying? Because one person probably geared up for it and the other person just going along for the ride because that's what they want at the end of the day, but they may not be prepared for it. And marriage it's a long game you got to play with that. You know what I'm saying? It's not as simple as people think it is. So, you know, I think there's a lot of people got to look into both sides of the spectrum on this type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, we do know that the man chooses the woman and he the one that proposes to her. She the one that says yes. You know what I'm saying? But these have to be conversations that you both have to be ready and prepared for. And I don't think that boils down to just the one, like he said, like I said, because I don't think everybody just has one person. We all have multiple people. It's just if you can get with a person and y'all connect, y'all about, like Flat was saying, the whole equally yoked thing. Like, there's a lot of people out here that you can be equally yoked with, but will you get to that point with that person to find out if they're the ones for you or not? You know what I'm saying? That's the point of the relationship. So, you know, you just got to put more effort into finding your person. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's what the one means. It's not just the one person or I'm the one and I have to be the one to put in the effort and I have to be ready to pick her. I don't really look at it that way. I feel like the one for me, because you could propose. We've seen a lot of women say no. Yeah, we're in a relationship. Yeah, it's going okay, but I'm not ready to get married. So I say no. Then we had a conversation of, will you re-propose to a girl when she's finally ready? Like, it's a lot to it. And it does take two. You know what I'm saying? It ain't just him being ready and him being financially set and him being spiritually set and him being, you know what I'm saying, everything's good to go. What if she's not ready? You know what I'm saying? So it does take two. I don't think it's just I have to be the one to choose and be ready and set this up in X, Y, and Z, man. You got to have a partner that's ready to ride with you as well. You got to have a partner that's ready to stick through this shit, fight it out, help you out. You know what I'm saying? Be your piece, all these different things, man. So that person has to be ready too. So I don't think the one is just based on the guy's perspective, like how this is kind of presented. I just think the one for you can be, you know, a lot of different people, but you just got to be ready to put in the work to find out if that person is the one for you. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of my perspective on that.
King, you got something, or you want me to jump in?
You pick. This is your topic. You pick, baby girl. You pick. Go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say, I think it's interesting, right? Like what we hear, how we listen. So when I was listening to him, he said, the one, and then he went on to say everybody is special, which really negates what he said. There isn't the one. Everybody is special in their own way. It's not me the one, it's not you the one. Everybody is special. You will bring something different to a relationship, and whatever relationship that you go into. I think that the main point from what I got was that he's talking about how men often look at women as being the one, but it may be time for men to look at themselves as being prepared and being the one, being husband ready. We always talk about women got to be ready to be a wife, but men have to be ready to be husbands. And so when I'm listening to him, it's taking responsibility for himself, but for men to say, hey, am I ready to be a husband? Am I ready to propose to this woman? Am I ready for the lifestyle? And both sexes, I think a lot of people get very confused with marriage versus wedding, right? The wedding is glitz and glamour. The marriage is long term. That's the cross country run. You know, that's all the things that you can't even think of that may happen in the future. So for me, what I'm hearing is make sure that you yourself can be in a marriage, right? I've said this before. I feel like men are not raised to be husbands, especially, unfortunately, in the Black community. You know, there's a very different dynamic between little boys and little girls when we're growing up. We have baby dolls, we have houses, you know what I mean? There are different things that we're kind of rolled into. We're already taught to be nurturing and, you know, mothers and things of that nature. But not every woman wants to be a mother. Not every woman wants to be a wife, and same goes for men. Not every man wants to be a husband or a dad. So taking those things into consideration, listening to the person that you want to be in this long-term relationship with, that you actually want to be in a marriage with, is going to require you yourself to figure out, how will I show up in a marriage? So I think that's what I heard him say. Prepare yourself for whatever it is that you want from somebody, which is something my mom has been saying to me recently, right? Like you have to prepare yourself and be what it is you want to welcome into your life. And there are a lot of women who want to be wives, right? Not all of them are preparing themselves to be wives, but if you want to be a husband, you should also prepare yourself to be a husband as well.
Facts. That is a fact. I agree with that 100%. And now that you say that, it's funny because it's difficult because that's not what like little boys are taught. Mm-hmm. We're taught to be men. We're not taught to be husbands because it's kind of difficult to teach a young boy that. It's easier for women because, like you said, y'all had baby dolls and the kitchen sets and all these different things that kind of cater to being a mother, being a wife, things like that. But it ain't really shit you could buy a little boy that prepares him to be a husband.
Right.
But a man, yes, but a husband, nah. So
right.
So you have to instill certain characteristics in him as a youth. You have to tell him, you know what I'm saying, what it is that you feel that, you know, takes a man to be prepared, to be ready to take care of a family, to take care of a wife, to, you know what I'm saying, things like that. So
agreed. And to French's point or comment, boys are taught to fix things and are taught to be in control and protect and open doors. So I disagree. I'm going to go out on a limb here and disagree with you, because if I took a survey right now, I don't know how many men were actually taught to open doors, because let's be real, it's an unfortunate situation, but a lot of us grew up in single family households, right? So you don't learn that stuff until later on. Boys are taught to fix things, play with toys, Tonka trucks,
You know what I mean? Like, but girls are taught to clean up the fake kitchen, clean up the house, like play with baby dolls. You like it's just a different kind of effect. I'm not trying to compare the two, but I'm simply saying that it would be more diligent if there was that opening the doors, changing a diaper with the baby doll. Like there are things happening like that now. There are a lot of little boys that I know that have kitchen sets. They want to be chefs. You know what I mean? They do play with the baby dolls and all those things. And so I think that naturally, obviously, boys are not nurturers, right? There's not a debate here. The point that I'm making is that girls are kind of pushed into that role a lot sooner, and it's not seen as an issue, whereas boys are allotted time to kind of just have fun. Like you can play with those toys and the toys that don't necessarily make you think about being a father or a mother or a wife. But for girls, our toys are a little bit different. That's all I'm saying. It's a different dynamic. I'm not saying that you're wrong, just saying that it's a different dynamic.
Yeah, it's not a open the door for women's toy. You know what I'm saying? Like that's something you have to teach your kids. You know what I'm saying? There's not a
toy to tell you to walk on a certain side of a woman.
The road. Yeah, these are just characteristics that you have to instill in your children. We don't have things that are catered to being a good husband and a provider. There's no toys or things to that. You just got to teach them, by example. You got to teach them by talking to them. You know what I'm saying, and things like that. So I get that part of it, though.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I'm saying we should everything should be taught, though, right? That's what I'm saying.
For sure.
I think all toys should be not gender specific, right? You should be able to just play with whatever. And I mean, there's a different. I understand the dynamic of a little boy who grows up with sisters versus a little boy who grows up with brothers, right? We all know what that looks like, right? Same as a little girl who grows up with all sisters versus a little girl who grows up with all brothers. Like we know the dynamic. There is a shift. So I think that if my whole point in saying that is if we taught boys and girls to nurture, to want to be married in long-term relationships, just as obviously as they got older, to teach and instill certain things and to provide opportunities where we could do that, then yeah, the way marriages work and how we view them would probably shift. We would have them, more in our community.
I dig that. King, what's going on, man?
Y'all talking about so much stuff, which I'm sitting here listening to y'all like, what the fuck are y'all talking about? But no. Y'all all make good points. I'm gonna go with the last point I was hearing about men not being taught how to be good husbands, and women are taught to be good. That's
not what I said, but okay.
All right, what were you saying? All right, boys are not taught
to just stick to the damn topic. You can piggyback on it.
He was so distracted. So I just asked him what was he looking at. I don't even know what he was looking at. He was drinking soda.
I looked up because I heard something I did not like, and I wanted to say something, but I just kept letting y'all cook.
Yeah, I didn't say anything about being bad. I said that boys are just not taught to be husbands and fathers the way that girls are kind of groomed to be mothers and wives in a child sense. But that wasn't the topic. That was just a comment that I threw in there.
I would say I was just going back to that, just that.
Well, you were supposed to focus on the topic, not the comment, though. You see how when I asked,
but y'all, all y'all could talk about it, but I can't talk about it. That's cool.
But
I'll just go to the topic because I asked you, what do you want to talk about? But y'all all just like to cut in front of each other and talk about what you were saying. But when I want to talk about it, just go to the topic. That's fine. I'll go to the topic.
I said we all talked about the topic and then made comments on top of that. See, so what we did was we baked the cake and then we put icing on top of it.
Yeah, so but I want to lick the icing. But y'all like, no.
Go ahead, lick the icing. Go ahead, lick the icing. I'm done with your shenanigans.
I'm just saying, so I can't just go back and talk about what was just talked about, but that's
go ahead.
I will just talk about the topic. Now, all of y'all made some great points, and that's cool. But like I said, what I heard when he was talking about, like, all right, he said everybody's special in their own way. Yes, everybody's special in their own way. I think when y'all said like, but everybody's going to be special to someone a little bit different. That's cool. That's great. As in being the one, my views on it is I agree with him in a sense that he like Flatline, you no, not Flatline, Raider, you were saying like when you're looking at somebody, you could go here and find the one, you could go there and find the one. It's not really no particular place where you want to actually find that one. It's like the person you see that you want to work with and build with, that person could become the one. But the main thing I liked about what he said is that it takes work. It takes work to build that. And that's something I realized a lot of people don't want to do. They just wanted to be, oh, it should just happen so easily. It just let it flow. It should be just natural. No, if you see somebody that you really want to build with and you can actually see yourself with, y'all have to put in that work to actually make this work and build that relationship. As like in him, he's like, okay, this is the person I want to build with. I'm going to make sure like I'm going to be the one. I think he was just thinking on his end, but at the end of the day, she was the one for him, and he's like, I'm going to be the one for her. And I think a lot of y'all make good points about, you just have to really just work and really build that rapport and just know that y'all on the same page. That's one of the most important things, to make sure you're on the same page. Because it would be really, really terrible to try to be, in your mind, that this person's the one and you're trying to be the one for them, or trying to be that type of husband, and that person does not want to be that wife to you, or you're a wife trying to be that wife to him and he doesn't even want to be that husband to you. So just being really transparent and hopefully on your same page and having uncomfortable conversations to make sure y'all both on the same page to be the one to each other. Figuring out what y'all both want and need and try to provide that to each other instead of trying to take what you want from a person and drain it.
I think also, just to your point, King, is that to your comment about putting in work, there are two different types of work. Put in work, feel like work. There's a difference. People who say that are usually saying like, I don't want it to feel like work, meaning like it shouldn't be. There's certain things that should flow, that should, like, the puzzle pieces come together and it's a nice glide, right? There are other times where it might be a little rough, but there's still something there that works. So you go ahead and you put in the work to get it fully all the way. But if it's feeling like this and it's doing all of this and you can't seem to fit the pieces together, now I don't want that, because that is actually work. That's like trying to make something work, putting a square peg into a round hole. That don't work. Putting in work, different. I feel this is working for me. We're gonna communicate effectively. We're gonna go to therapy. We're gonna get it together because this feels good, right? But all this trying, we're not doing that. And a lot of us on here in our late 30s,
don't ever work against the grain, but actually put in the work to make sure, like how you say, everything's flowing decently. Like you put in work to build your house so you can live in it comfortably. You put in work for your retirement so you can enjoy it later. But I get what you're saying. I don't put in work for something like, how to say, like ice skating uphill. The shit always get harder and harder. Right. No, especially when it's two people, the work should be becoming easier the more experience and shit you gain from each other.
Yeah, I agree.
Now the shit just keep getting harder and harder, and run.
I'm right there with you, Smile. Okay, we going cheers together, baby. And yeah, of course, I got your name right. You know what I'm saying? You caught that too, the New York thing.
That's what I was. Marriage should always be easier, I feel, because you have someone else to tackle a task. Things that were difficult for you should be less difficult when you have a partner with you.
Absolutely.
I don't give a damn what it is. If it took me 3 minutes to cook this food, my wife should be able to make it 2 minutes and 59 seconds instead of 3 minutes. Everything should just be working for the better. Everything that you do should be working for the better when you're married. This is a partner. unless what you're doing is working fine. Because, like you say, some things I might be perfect at, but there's some things I'm not. And if me and her can go off of each other, she's like, you know what? I need a little help with that. And I see you got that down pat. Let me learn that from you.
It's the seesaw effect.
Yeah, exactly, man. But you know, everything should just be easy when it comes to marriage. And like you said, sometimes it's work. And like King made a point when he said, you know, you work for retirement so that you can enjoy it later. But most people don't want to really work. When they want their career or job, they want it to be something that they love so that it doesn't feel like work.
Like work.
Like, I've been doing something that I enjoy for 60 plus years just to retire and really just be able to just boom, you know. And so it depends on how people look at this work and actually being work, like you said, Amiyah. So it's a lot of that points that everybody made that just it all goes together.
Yeah.
What's next? You muted, right?
Oh man. All right. Well, this was definitely a good discussion piece. So appreciate that, Amiyah, for bringing this one through. You know what I'm saying? I do feel like everybody definitely made some really, really good points, man. It shows that everybody have a perspective, but everybody understands, you know what I'm saying, what it takes to, you know, be the one. You know what I'm saying? Regardless if you're the one being chosen or you the one doing the choosing, god damn it. So that's what it is, man.
Bree, I got a comment for Bree. For Bree, it's strengths and improvements. I learned that in therapy. So instead of saying like, what are your weaknesses or describing them as weaknesses, it's improvements. I think that's actually pretty cool. So, you know, even with kids, like just overall in general, right? When you're talking to kids, you know, something is a weakness. It's not necessarily a weakness. It's like, how can we improve that? So improvement.
That remind me of like fucking job interview questions where they ask you shit in a certain way so you can answer it. Like, yeah. So that's crazy though. Nah, but love that, man. And it looks like we might be at the mid show.
Nope.
No,
that was the first topic.
That was the first.
That was
topic.
it.
That was the first topic.
Shit. All right, cool. Just making sure. All right, that was crazy. All right, what's next? Shit. Oh, I think this flat. I think flat's up.
Oh yeah. Okay, well, shit. My topic, it said I just wanted to put a twist on this because we had something for Valentine's Day, and I said if your Valentine asked you to give them a Valentine's Day gift based off basically your field of work, what would you give them and why?
Grass.
Not grass. Yeah. Gotcha.
Grass. That's what you came up with?
That's what he came up with.
Being funny. John, what the fuck am I doing? You want to a stamp?
A package. Yes. You a mailman. A package, which could be anything. Oh, come on. It's so easy.
See?
That's how you know this nigga telling the truth about he don't know how to flirt. The fact that he didn't think of a love letter or a package is crazy.
Wow.
But those are two answers for him.
Yeah, my job don't sell letters. I'm thinking like,
it's based on your field of work type of deal. You know what I'm saying? So,
I guess I could steal somebody's, letters.
Why are you stealing letters? See, that's why somebody Santa Claus letters ain't making now. Somebody's letter from Santa sitting in the back of your trunk.
No, the letters from Santa is sitting in a box somewhere because ain't no real address.
I've dealt with this type of behavior all the time. Like there's times where you try to think outside the box and be creative. So I've given someone gifts or even Valentine's things where I would design something. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know I do like graphic design work. I do video stuff. I do all types of things like that. So I've designed plenty of things, you know what I'm saying, as gifts and shit like that in my field of work. So but to me, that's just me being creative. I always want to find something different. I'm a person who likes to give you gifts that you can't go and buy, something that's really personal to you. to where you hold on that shit forever. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so I'll definitely be real creative and I'll design up something dope. I've created games to play, like I've all types of shit, man. So yeah, I'm definitely I've used my creative designing craft to cook up some great gifts.
Make her a whole website.
Oh yeah, man. Look, whatever. Look, that I'll do that for the wife. We talking about the one. I'll make my wife a website. But yeah. Nah, man. I've definitely done that for plenty of times. Yeah, for sure.
I don't know. I think I'm gonna go based on my media gig. I think I would do something like maybe create like a video or something for them. If I had like an interview, maybe I would get that person to like say something special for them, like a celebrity that could say something special for them. I'm pretty talented. Maybe I would set up a photo shoot for them. You know what I mean? So, or if we want to get technical using my day job, maybe if they needed help with their resume, I would update it for them. So,
okay.
Yeah.
I'm with that.
Yeah, I
King
think like
like
those
he's
are my
still
things.
thinking.
No, those are. Oh, you mean King?
Yeah, I say King look like he's still thinking. He looking.
Yeah,
to
he
stack.
is.
But
He's so innocent. That's so crazy to me. Like he just be so.
what's funny is, I mean, I do work on the trash truck.
Sure. I've been waiting for this one.
But the saying "one man's trash is another man's treasure."
Aha. Okay.
Is
Yeah, he gonna look up and go to a nice neighborhood.
But
That's throwing away a 60
King,
years.
why am I about to say that though? Because I'm trying to tell you, certain neighborhoods we're in, their trash is not trash
at all.
It's not trash. No, I know.
Do you understand that these people just ordered or just refurbished their house and now have 72-inch TVs or better? They set out the 68-inch with the remote taped to the back with a sign that says still works.
Wow.
But you going over this girl house, laying on her air mattress, watching Netflix on her laptop, when you can pick that damn TV up and drop that shit off to her. Do you think she's going to care that didn't come out of a box?
Hell nah.
Netflix on her laptop?
Hell nah.
Not at all.
So when it comes to that job, I'm
real
like,
shit.
there's so much shit. There's so much shit that I didn't got from being on that goddamn trash truck.
And just think, not only are people throwing stuff away, when people move or people pass away, they mostly just dragging shit, steal good shit, nice shit, new shit in boxes and taking it to the trash. No bull. It's like some people will sell it. Some people like young just toss it the fuck out.
Some people don't want the hassle of selling it.
Yeah, they don't.
They don't want the hassle of posting it saying free. They set all that shit out there and just say, take what
Let
you
somebody
want.
take it. Exactly.
Like, there's so much shit that I run across. I'm telling you that shit is that. And with my hospital job, working in the kitchen, a meal. Come up with and design a meal. I mean, if this is your Valentine, figure out what they like. You can do something fancy, you know. I'm in the kitchen all the time. Shit, I see this chocolate sitting over here. I can go boil my water and put my pan in there, let it melt that chocolate, go in there, get some fresh strawberries and dip that shit in there and set it there and let it dry. Now you got some chocolate covered strawberries for my Valentine or anything of that nature. Cut up this damn pineapple into some hearts. And I can make my own edible arrangements, motherfucker, for real. So there's so many things
I'm
that
allergic to pineapple flat. Just
well, if you was my Valentine, I would know that. You know what I'm saying? So I would do the shit with a goddamn cantaloupe.
Hey, listen, cantaloupe is fire. Melons are slept on for real. Like y'all need to they need to get their fruit game up. Melons, pears, like come on now, kiwi.
I was just telling my brother on the ship, they had some pears. When I say I ate that goddamn pear goddamn to the seeds. A fresh pear, one of them good, soft, sweet ass pears. Pears is
that shit on every
bomb as hell.
Every fruit out here, dog. A pear, the right pear.
Listen,
I'll take that shit any day.
I told my brother, I said I'm torn between the two because the right mango is fucking pressure.
Damn, flat. Oh, yeah.
But back to the topic, I can make my own edible arrangements for my Valentine when it comes to that. So yeah, man, it's just that's what I would bring, if she because this was me thinking of when a person just like, look, let's not spend so much money on each other for Valentine's Day this year. Since you go to work every day, I go to work every day. Let's make my Valentine's Day based on something that what you do for work. And that's where my question came from. So yeah, that's why I came up with this question.
I love thoughtful Valentine's Day gifts though. I remember one year I did love notes all around, but they weren't like visible to him. They were just like in his back pocket, in his coat pocket, and his just in weird places, lunchbox, and it's nothing better than loving on your person and giving them the surprise they didn't know they needed. You know what I mean? I feel like sometimes we put too much emphasis on the material things, but listen, just I don't know, man. I was talking to my friend the other day and I was like, man, maybe I'm still stuck on that 90s kind of love. You know what I'm saying? But I just feel like some things don't require a lot of money. They just require a lot of thoughtfulness.
That's true. Yeah. Kane, did you think of anything other than the answers that we gave you?
It's a song that King used to like to sing a long time ago about something in a box. I'm surprised he didn't.
Hey, listen.
No.
I know the lyrics to this
but
song.
I was thinking the bad one. It's my dick in a box.
I would sing that song with you. You ready?
Yes, indeed.
One, cut a hole in the box. Okay, let's go.
Hey.
Have y'all ever seen Sarah forgetting about Sarah Marshall? No, I got a surprise for you. You mean a box just going back and forth.
I want that same dick you give out every day.
Listen, you know how much pussy be given out on Valentine's Day as a gift, my nigga. Put your dick in a box and get that shit right back to her. I ain't mad at that at all.
Covered in Valentine's Day stamps.
Oh my god! Hey, stamps with hearts on them. Heart-shaped stamps.
Get him out of here. Get out of
here. Special delivery. Hell yeah.
I wouldn't do this. This is just for entertainment purposes.
Now peel all these motherfuckers off and suck it.
Go to Miss Show break right now. Y'all are out of pocket. Y'all out of control. This is what?
I tell you what.
But bring her everybody's returns.
Oh, that's crazy.
Everybody refunds to go to check. Here you go, baby. Refunds.
You better not wrap that motherfucker too tight in that bubble wrap. You might have came up with a pocket pussy.
This nigga that nutted and passed out at the front door. He ain't getting the motherfucker.
Go away. I can't.
Oh nah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Oh man, I've been looking in the comment section for some people who answered this question. Man, I did see a few in here. Jabbo said handcuffs. I see one that says hell, I don't know. I work with special needs children, some arts and craft supplies, I guess.
Hey, listen, give me the macaroni artwork, okay? Art emotions.
Man, what?
Why would you make it the supplies? Why don't you just make something with the hearts?
Give me the macaroni. The macaroni artwork.
Look at Jerome, you a crime fighter? This is like a macaroni necklace. Oh shit. Somebody said I can't give shit, but dress in a schoolgirl outfit and teach my man a lesson. Okay,
Hey, teach me a lesson.
look, teacher.
Okay.
Look, teacher, come through.
Let's go.
Well.
Hell yeah.
Hey, yo, that's low key fire.
I think that might be it.
New kink.
No, I saw somebody. I think it was.
I'm still scrolling, so I was.
I think it was Miss Hart's taking some shit out. Come give the motherfucker a tax plan or something. She said.
No bullshit.
Hey,
get that nigga a discount.
We need to get the maximum refund. Okay, so do me right.
Oh man.
Tamara says she works in the kitchen, so she said a meal as well. She said be creative in that kitchen. I love it.
Hey, I ain't mad at that. Hell yeah.
With a schoolgirl outfit.
Oh man. All right. I think all right, that's all I see for right now. But yeah, man. Y'all wild as hell. But Flat, appreciate this topic, sir. This was definitely an interesting one, man, as far as, you know what I'm saying, everybody kind of bringing what they do and making it into a gift for Valentine's Day. I think that's pretty dope, though. So if you ever broke on Valentine's Day or just don't have no fucking clue on what to get a motherfucker, use your field of work, man, and be creative. You know what I'm saying? Put some thought into it. Think it'll work out.
Just
you know
put something in the box.
Yeah, whatever you want. Put it in there. easy on the bubble wrap, but yes, do that. But yeah, man. All right, so now we're at the mid-show break, and
it's in there. I think you might want to wrap this real quick.
I got a gift for you, but give me a couple hours before I give it to you, because this motherfucker is spilled everywhere.
Go away.
Oh shit. All right, man. Mid-show break time. Y'all know what it is, man. Y'all got a minute and 45 seconds to I don't know, go pee, get your charger, get something to drink, whatever you're gonna do. And we'll be back with more from the show. You already know what it is. All right, mid-show break, boom, and then go to that and then hit this.
Hey, man, make sure you go by the LiveVibezStore.com and cop you some merch.
Hey, and if you do, man, make sure you send us a selfie and whatnot. We'll put you on our social medias for
Missing Merch Monday.
Let's go, man. Y'all already know what it is, man. Make sure y'all do that. We appreciate y'all. And yeah, come one of these. You know what I'm saying? Or something new, you know? There it is, man. Merch Monday.
We in that season.
Let's go.
Hey, yo, it's the Live Vibez Podcast. We're here to ask you to follow us on our social media platforms.
Yes, indeed, man. We got a Twitter, we got a Facebook, an Instagram, and a YouTube channel.
And don't forget, on the YouTube channel, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit that notification bell. And follow us.
Yes, sir.
Follow us. I see you.
Hey, yo, this is the Live Vibez Podcast. Asking you to follow us on all streaming platforms.
We got Apple Podcasts,
Google Podcasts,
and Spotify Podcasts, man. Make sure you check out all our past episodes, and they will be up as soon as we go live after Tuesday night at 9 p.m. on YouTube.
And we out this.
All right. While we're still here at the mid-show break and whatnot, I definitely want to make sure that I mention a few things real quick. When it comes to today, as of February 13th, I do want to mention two things, man. It is also Black Love Day and Self-Love Day. So make sure you love on yourself, however you choose to do that. Or, you know what I'm saying, just represent Black love, man. That's really awesome. So shout out to those 2 days. And as far as music, a lot has been dropping lately. Just go check out your sources. Everybody going crazy now because Beyonce about to drop her second wave, which is going to be country music. You know what I'm saying? Because she's from Texas. You know what I'm saying? She got that Texas hold'em out here right now. And so be on the lookout for that. Speaking of more music, let me just say something, man. I'm gonna just give this nigga Usher a round of applause. All right, let me just start here. I'm gonna give this nigga a round of applause. And I say that not only because of the whole Super Bowl situation, you know what I'm saying, which was super incredible, by the way. My personal opinion, I thought it started off a little slow, and I was like, all right, now what we doing? And then that shit turned up to a whole nother fucking level, man. And the motherfucker brought out Ludacris and Lil Jon and fucking her and fucking Alicia Keys and it was crazy. Nigga threw on skates. It was crazy. It was a fucking movie, man. So, but on top of that, man, like the nigga got married in Vegas during the weekend as well. He dropped the album Friday, right before the Super Bowl Sunday. Y'all already know he been going stupid in his Vegas residency for the past 2 years on the shows he been doing. And he got another one coming this year that he just put out the tour list for. And it's just, he is cooking, okay? I don't think I've seen somebody cook, like have a run like this. Like, this is crazy. So shout out to Usher for just being out here, man, and just going, man, in every aspect. Like I said, he dropping music, man. He getting married, he doing Super Bowl shows, his concerts and tours are going crazy, man. Like, he's out here. You know what I'm saying? So if you haven't heard Usher's new album, it's out. It's called Coming Home. Go check it out. I didn't get a chance to listen. I skimmed through it real quick. But I did find the one song that I got on fucking repeat. But y'all go check that out. And speaking of the Super Bowl, man, shout out to the Kansas City Chiefs, man, beating the 49ers, man, for their, what's that, third Super Bowl in like 4 or 5 years or some shit. They ain't cooking. Shout out to the Chiefs. I think what I love most about this is that I'm not a Chiefs fan. I'm a fan of football, but I just love the fact that Pat Mahomes is half black, man. And he out here cooking. That's all that matters to me. That little light-skinned motherfucker out there working. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I feel like, because I was looking at a list of who's the greatest quarterbacks. And they had a list of 10 people, and everybody got the most Super Bowl wins, all this other shit. And Patrick Mahomes is the only black motherfucker on there. He looked just like them, his fucking pale ass. But guess what? That nigga black. So that makes me feel good. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So shout out to him for winning his third Super Bowl. He on a good path, man. They said Tom Brady won 3 by the time he was 28, and so did Patrick Mahomes. So it's just a good look, man. So shout out to the Chiefs and all that good stuff. And other than that, man, before I get off of Usher, how do y'all feel about Usher and this Alicia Keys situation that everybody tried to create? And China was like, yo, ain't no fucking way that woman is married. You are wrong for doing that. I'm like, nigga, he been doing that forever. But either way, you know what I'm saying? They're artists, they're performing. That's what they do. You know what I'm saying? And it's going to stir up all the controversy. I loved it. But I also feel like he ain't shit at the same time. It's funny. It's funny as hell.
This is what he does. I mean, are we surprised? Like, are you not entertained?
Surprised? No.
Exactly.
Entertained? Yeah. Yes, I'm entertained by it. I am. But yeah, nah, he ain't shit. He knew what the fuck he was doing. But you know, it is what it is. But Swiss, y'all saw Swiss came out and was like, yo, they out there working, they getting the bag, they put out a good performance. Y'all worried about the wrong shit. I ain't mad at all. Do y'all thing. You know what I'm saying? But he wasn't tripping off of it. But
listen, insecure people ask questions like that or get offended or bothered by shit like that. But it's like you said, it's in the industry. Like, I mean, all of us right now, if all of us were in relationships or if we are or aren't, whatever, it doesn't matter, right? There's people who probably could slide in our DMs. They would find it's just a part, you're out there, people can see you. If they find you attractive, they might shoot their shot. You know, it comes with the territory. So somebody that you're with has to understand that as well.
100%. I didn't expect Swiss to be mad at all. You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
Like,
come on, like, be cool. Like,
that's the industry, dog. That's what they do. You know what I'm saying? That shit was crazy though. I loved it. That was hilarious, man. But other than that, man, that's all I got for the main show break. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
If anybody else got anything y'all want to throw out there real quick, if not,
I'm
we
just
can
trying
move
to
right
tell
along.
y'all, go see the Bob Marley One Love movie. That's all I got.
Bob Marley One Love. Go check it out.
It comes out tomorrow.
Amiyah said so. It comes out tomorrow. That's a bet.
Yep, it did say Valentine's Day because I was like, I rolled past Model Heights and they had it in the window already, like up on the thing.
Mm-hmm. Yep,
it's out here. That's what's up.
Did you say Marlow Heights? Sheesh.
That shit open and close.
This is actually the longest I've seen the motherfucker stay open.
Stay open? That's crazy, man. No motherfucker, man.
like,
hit or miss.
Marlow Heights?
Marlow Heights, yes. Right next to Iverson Mall, which is still shut down, right? And somebody bought it for like, it's back up?
Did it ever close?
Yeah, somebody, if it didn't close? Oh, okay. So they foreclosed and then somebody bought it for $25 million. And then I guess they left that bitch open.
Never closed.
Hey, I ain't mad. Shit. That shit making some type of money. But that's crazy. Marlo definitely closed several times for sure. But that bitch be opening back up. So shout out to Marlo Heights Movie Theater, man. But yeah. All right, so what we got, man? What's the next topic or whatever we got going on?
I stole this from a group. So the question is, I changed it a little bit. So the question is it wrong for your partner to travel alone between February 13th through the 15th?
Is it wrong for your partner to travel alone between February 13th through the 15th?
Is it wrong?
Define travel alone. Because I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to be.
I mean, you going to Philly? What, like you went to Florida?
So basically, your partner is traveling alone by themselves. Y'all in a relationship. They're traveling alone without you.
Is it a personal trip or a business trip?
It's not specified.
If it is a personal trip, I think you're absolutely wrong. If it's a business trip, there's something that you can't really defeat. That's the time that you have to travel. I'm not mad at that. Me personally.
I wouldn't call it wrong, but I would call it inconsiderate. Because it's not technically it's not wrong, right? Like
yeah. It's not wrong. I mean, but it's a choice though. You chose.
If okay, so I'm gonna just use.
So take it like if it's not a business trip,
right? If it's a personal trip, it's inconsiderate. If you had this trip planned before we got into a relationship, then
cool.
Whatever.
I'm cool with that.
If you planned it after we got into a relationship,
I got a problem with that.
Then like why? Like, are you planning on leaving me? What is happening? What's I don't know what's going on with that. Why would you choose that? And I'm not and by no means am I saying you should spend every living, waking moment with your person, but and also let me throw this in there. Not everybody celebrates Valentine's Day either.
That's my answer.
Yeah.
I know some people who don't for whatever their own personal reasons are, but I feel like that should be a conversation.
Right. Yeah.
You need to tell me about your traumas or your past relationships where niggas ain't really do shit for you, so you didn't really celebrate it. People got a lot of different excuses of why they don't do it. But at the end of the day, talk to me about that first before you just start fucking making trips and planning to be by yourself without me on Valentine's Day. Because this is my thing. A lot of times when it comes to me, I hate how passive I am sometimes because I don't like bullshit. I like shit to be black and white. But I'm finding myself starting to have issues with shit that I know I can't get away with. Because ain't no way a woman's gonna let me do that. A woman is never going to be okay with me traveling by myself personally from February 13th through the 15th. And she just like, okay,
not unless she doesn't care about Valentine's Day. So
right.
If you don't care about it, then by all means. But we're in the context of the question. I'm assuming that both people are interested in Valentine's Day. But I feel like I don't. For me personally, I would feel away, but I would have it. So here's the thing. Again, shout outs to my therapist because I pay him a lot of money, right? But having a conversation about these things. So like, while Valentine's Day is not a super big deal to me, I still love sentiment, right? So like, but I've always been a big fan of roses. I'm a big I love teddy bears. Love notes, all those things. Like, it doesn't, if you treating me great 364 this one day, you don't have to do nothing extravagant. If you want to do something extravagant, by all means, right? However, I prefer extravagant shit on my birthday because that's ''Aisha's day. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all don't know my real name, so I just hip y'all, okay? But that's my day. So yeah, man, I don't know. And I just I just don't be inconsiderate to me. Don't do no shit like that. But it's not wrong. It's mad inconsiderate. We're gonna have a talk beforehand because if I find out you already about to leave, like you about to head on a flight, when you get back, your key might be on the countertop. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know.
I agree.
Yes, teddy bears are still allowed at 40 French. Just ask your person, but I definitely just asked for a teddy bear. So thank you.
I'm big on knowing who your partner is, your Valentine or whoever. Me personally, I like Valentine's Day, but I'm not big on it.
Right.
But if you're dealing with someone that's big on Valentine's Day, that is not acceptable. Unless I want to travel alone just to be setting up some big shit. Like, hey, I ain't gonna be able to do nothing, for Valentine's Day this year. But because I have to go and do this trip, and the whole time I'm setting up some shit for her, something of that nature. So yeah, you're gonna be angry. She's gonna be so angry and depressed, maybe like, oh my gosh, it's Valentine's Day and he ain't even. And then voila, you show up with some wild shit or just showing up in general. You just don't know. But you got to know who you're dealing with, because rate it like you just said, like, I'm starting to find myself. I've been that way. If I can't do it, then I don't, if I can't get away with it, then you can't get away with it,
Exactly, because there's a lot of times, not to cut you off of what you just said, there's a lot of times where I let certain shit slide because I was cool with it, not knowing that the other way around, I can't do the same shit when it's my turn. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's not cool. So now if I know I can't do that shit, you ain't doing that shit either. Shit. Fuck that. Nah, fair playing field over here.
Yeah, so
I agree.
And I've learned that has actually helped me. That has helped me in a whole lot of situations. Like, oh, okay, I personally don't give a damn about it, but now that I see that you give a damn about it, and you were okay with getting away with it because I didn't care, but now you don't want me to get away with it because you actually cared. Then, oh no, okay, let's just put this out on the playing field. If it's not okay for me, then it's not okay
for you. Yeah.
So if you're not okay with that other person doing it or saying it or whatever it is, then you should know that it shouldn't be okay for you to do it.
That goes into communicating.
Those immature people gonna say, well, you gotta ask for what you want. No. And if that's your way of thinking, then you're trash too. Because it's like, well, I mentioned what I wanted out of it. It ain't my fault that you didn't mention that this is not okay.
No, it's a conversation to be. And so what I've learned, right, is that sometimes what I have learned for me specifically is that the things that are natural, normal to me are not natural and normal to somebody else. And sometimes you got to ask for the most simplest shit because that's not how somebody grew up. They don't know certain things. So it may seem like the most minuscule thing, but it's better to ask and to have a conversation versus like
assuming and then being offended, because you're it's like an invisible expectation, and you're also invisibly offended, but I didn't know I offended you. So now, especially when it comes to like women, sometimes women, we got that invisible attitude. What's not invisible? We had a visible expectation, but the attitude is very much real. And it's like, well, why didn't you saw I was cramping? Why didn't you offer to buy me some chocolate? Well, how was I, you know what I mean? Like, that's not on, like, it's okay to say, hey, babe, I'm PMSing really bad. Can you just grab me, when you go out, can you grab me heat and pass, some chocolate and some ice cream, whatever it is, because sometimes you gotta ask.
You have to ask that because I don't PMS the way you PMS. That is not an equal. We're not equal when it comes to that. For an example, me and you in a relationship, you think it's okay to keep in contact and call on your exes for everything. But I can't do that for my exes. When I've never said, oh, nah, cut all them off, and don't do this, don't do that. But the moment I befriend mine on my social media, you're like, oh no, cut that off. And I'm like, wait a second.
Yeah.
So are you telling me it's okay for you to keep your exes around, but it's not okay for me to have mine on my social media?
That sounds very like insecurity, but I understand what you're saying.
So I'm oh, okay. So if it's not good, if it's okay, if it's not okay for me to do it, then you shouldn't be okay. You shouldn't even be okay with doing that. Because if you ask of me of something that I didn't think was okay for me, I'd be like, you'd be like, hey, I don't like when you do that. I'm like, oh, okay. I didn't know, even though I let you get away with doing that same exact thing. I've never mentioned that to you, but if you, it just feels wrong to know that, hey, I'm doing something that I know I don't like when it's done to me, and I'm okay with doing it.
Well, I understand 110% what you're saying, but there is a very weird distortion for people who think it's okay to do stuff like that. I can't really explain it, but there's a very weird distortion of like, we were talking about givers and takers earlier in a conversation I was having with some friends, right? Even though the person knows they're taking advantage of you, as long as you keep opening the door when they knock, they're going to continue to do it. Does that make sense? Right? Like it's on both parties. The person who is taking is well aware that they're a taker and that they probably have taken a whole lot. But the person who's given also is tired and exhausted and has to say, I'm no longer opening the door for you when you knock. Because the person who's taken obviously doesn't know when to say no, doesn't know when to not be the person who constantly takes. So I understand what you're saying, but I do feel like there's this weird like knob. And also, I don't want to go down this rabbit hole, but I will say that I feel like people who are like that are manipulative. And they're also possessive, right? And I'm a big believer that you don't belong to me. Even if we're married, you still don't belong to me, right? We made a mutual agreement, a mutual respect and commitment to each other to abide by a certain set of rules that we put together. But sometimes people really are not thinking like that. And even after you are no longer somebody I'm dating, you're my ex, is some level of possession. And in a relationship, there's a level of possession that just people just tend to have. And that often skews the view of things too. And we're talking about trust and all other, but I definitely would feel like just manipulation for sure in that space. But I don't want to run down the rabbit hole because I know King still got to respond.
Mm-hmm. Be the change you want to see.
Go down the rabbit hole because my answer is simple as hell. Y'all went so much depths.
So what's your answer?
Yeah.
I was going to trust you. She's going to go down the rabbit hole.
We did.
Oh, we good.
So my answer to this, oh yeah, I mean, for me personally, nah, you can't do that. You'll be single by the time you get the motherfucking back. Matter of fact, you be single as soon as you get on that goddamn plane. You be single as soon as you get back your bags. I don't have time for it. I mean, I know my pattern and I know the type of people I talk to. So I doubt if I talk to someone or be in a relationship with someone who does not like Valentine's Day or special days. And then even if you don't like it, who's to say like me being in a relationship and I get to a point that I probably want to do it and want to enjoy that time with you. Because especially my ass who probably want to experience certain shit, and then you go on a trip by yourself for these 3 particular days, you are single, my friend. I don't have time to be sitting there getting in depth in my mind or lost in thought and translations of what you could be doing or where the fuck you just went and who you just went to meet with. It's planting seeds that I don't fucking want.
Can I play devil's advocate? Can I play devil's advocate? The person had this trip before they met you, right? Before they got into a relationship with you. It's non-refundable ticket. They asked you to come, but you can't make it. Should they just not go?
But all right, see, and then that's the case. Look, 1, it takes a minute for me to get a relationship. 2, there would have been a conversation beforehand, and I still wouldn't even be with you until after you come back from the trip.
God, so you gonna wait for me to come back from the trip?
If you got a trip planned, like say like if we met today and you got a trip planned in October, I'm not going to be in a relationship with you until you done your whatever trip you got planned to do. Especially if it's on a certain day, and like especially if I meet you, you got a trip planned for Valentine's Day. I'm not rocking with it. I'm going to, at the end of the day, I'm going to protect my peace. And if I want to really be in a relationship, you make it work. I'm not going to get with you beforehand and start tripping off something I know that's going to make me trip.
So
I'll wait until after the fact.
I mean, and I love you.
I'll let you be single.
Listen, I love you and I love all y'all, and I'm gonna keep it 100. But if the fact that that's gonna make you trip, right? You know, again, like I said, I pay my therapist a lot of money. You know, it works. It works.
I think what stood out to me the most is what King said.
What would you want me to be in a relationship beforehand, trip on you, and then break up, or let
what
you
I'm saying is what I'm saying is you shouldn't trip at all. And in the context of you being so blown out of proportion, like you being so like, because, and again, I'm using my specific example. I made this trip before you. Before we even got into a relationship,
that would be fine.
I'm not saying that it's not fine. I'm not saying that it's not fine. It's non-refundable. I'm asking if I shouldn't go. You said you can go, but I won't be in a relationship with you until you get back. And to me personally, if I tell a man something like that and his response is I'm single until I get back, I'm thinking of that. That's a little. I'm not gonna go red, you know what I'm saying? Ladies, help me out here. I'm gonna go a little orange flag, you know, a little pinkish, because the reason why I say that is because if we've built a certain level, a certain rapport, a certain trust and honesty, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm thinking, what is the reasoning behind that? And if that's past trauma, which it sounds like it is, why haven't you dealt with said past trauma before you came to be in a relationship with me? Again, I'm not gonna go down the rabbit hole with that, so I'm gonna just let that go right there.
Oh I don't trust people. I barely trust people. So
okay,
that's not going to change. So I know I know how I am. So I would avoid stuff. Like no, I have time. We can still build and do all that other good stuff. I have time. We could wait, because like that for those particular 3 days and. You made these plans beforehand.
It's all good.
That's completely fine.
Hey, listen, the women that, you know what I'm saying, it's all good. Like we can.
But this is my thing. Let me cut King a little bell here, because one thing that I do understand where he's coming from is that, like you said, it's not a past trauma like this happened before or some shit. But like you said, he don't trust people. So like the key words that he said when he spoke about it is planting seeds. Regardless if she's going to go sneak off with a nigga or if she's really going by herself, at the end of the day, that trip says something to him. And whatever that is, whatever seed that is for him, he's not comfortable with it. Regardless of, and I get that. I can respect the fact that she was like, look, I'm not comfortable with that. So look, we ain't gonna rock until you get back. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't say that I agree with like I would handle it his way, but I understand where he's coming from. You know what I'm saying?
I understand it too, but my bigger question is for somebody who we've had a serious conversation with about flirting and about relationships, you cannot be in a relationship without trust. And if you don't trust people, what is going to change? Like, but that we're not doing that. I'm not running down there because like I'm gonna take a fire.
That's going to be a whole nother topic. I get what you're saying. Yeah. I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
But based on this topic alone, I get where he's coming from.
Yes, based on there we go. That's it. I'm gonna keep on drinking. Fly, you got something?
Why did I have nothing to say?
Didn't I already answer it?
Yeah, he answered already.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, we all answered already. We answered already. Man. But this was very, very interesting. If no one else has anything to say on this topic, we can move on to.
You know what? What the drunk geek? What he said? That was perfect. I trust people to be people. I trust people to be people.
Yeah,
that's in every
as you said.
With that, people are not to be trusted to me 100% in certain aspects. No, I trust people to do what they're gonna do. Exactly. No, that's what I mean. But I don't trust people. People are how you gonna be in a relationship? I don't trust people 100%. I trust people to be people and move a certain way. So,
but who trusts anybody 100%? I don't.
The reason why I think they have a disconnect is because when she said, "Okay, I made this trip before you. I asked you to even go. Now that I am talking to you, and you can't make it," which means basically I've already. To me, that lets me know. Okay, maybe she didn't plan to go see somebody else because she offered for me to go.
Mm-hmm.
Now that I can't make it, maybe I can't take off of work or whatever the case may be. And she said, do I still go? It's non-refundable. Do I just miss out on this? Or, like, that's why she's trying to figure out why his mind went there if she offered him the spot to go in the fact that he can't make it. Now all of a sudden, well, no, I'm single till you get back, or we single till you get back.
Honestly,
and
I didn't hear all that. I can honestly say we was going back and forth. I didn't hear that. I didn't hear that whole part. I'll admit that.
That's why I said that's why I think y'all have the disconnect. If I offered you the spot to go,
I didn't hear. I literally didn't hear that
no,
part.
I'm single till you get back.
I literally didn't hear that part.
That's wild as fuck. And that's why she like, I ain't going down that rabbit hole. And he like, well, that's just the way I feel. And I'm like, do they hear what they're saying?
Yeah. But that's good though, because now his answer won't be dictated off of something that he didn't even hear. So now we can kind of, understand where that came from. But now it makes sense though. I get it.
And that's why she said, well, that's still caution is black. Nah, that's a flat out fucking red flag. If I offer a motherfucker a spot and they just like, nah, we single till you get back. It's like, well, it's a red flag for me because it's like,
he ain't hear that
at all.
We definitely single and not till I get back. Like we just single, period.
There's no motherfucking way. But now that we got that out of the way, now we can move on and everybody has to understand it.
There we go. You know what I'm saying? Let's give a round of applause and understanding. You know what I mean?
I appreciate you, Scott.
You was in your bag.
Yeah.
That's why you did.
This bitch single. Ain't no fucking way. He was there. He was there already. He was there.
Before she said it and everything. Can I be devil's advocate? She asked him.
Yeah.
And then she dropped that. Then she dropped that, and then he just went on.
She said, I made the trip before you. And after that, he was just like, I don't give a fuck.
What? What's that supposed to mean to me?
That's hilarious, man. Oh shit, hilarious, man. All right, so shout out to King for bringing this to the table, man. Again, great conversation. As you can see, we do have one more for tonight. This is something that I brought to the table, I came up with, and here we go, man. Y'all know how it is. We gotta end it on a crazy note, a little something different. So let's see. Let's get this on the screen. It is called Valentine's Day Request, and I have to share my screen. I need all of you to use your thinking pads for your personal experiences and whatnot. And the premise is this: you have a significant other. The significant other is not your wife, but it is your girlfriend or boyfriend, right? And this is not you guys' first Valentine's. It could be a second, third, whatever the case may be. So now your Valentine, you know what I'm saying, your partner says, you know, one thing about you guys' relationship that, you know, they feel could use some, you know, a little spice is the sexual side of things. And they say they want to try some new things for Valentine's Day, right? And, you know, as any supportive partner, you're like, okay, cool. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's spice it up. Your partner gives you a list of 5 things that they want you to do. Now, you have to list these from 1 to 5 of what your interest is. And what you are interested in doing will be number 1, and what you're least interested in doing will be number 5. All right. Now, in order, we have anal sex. Y'all already know what that is.
Wow,
we have
to go left.
We have BDSM. Y'all know what that is. It's like the bondage, the dominant, the sadism, all that stuff where there's whips and chains and pain involved in all types of bandages. It's crazy. You have role playing, you have role reverse, and then you have toy play. Now, let me define when it comes to role playing, role reverse, and toy play. You have to participate in both of you have to participate in this. Meaning, if it's role play, it ain't just one motherfucker dressing up and you being cool with it. Y'all both have to wear costumes. When it comes to role reverse, that means however you guys usually have sex. Let's say, Amiyah, let's say that you have a guy who's usually the aggressor. He the hornball. He the one's always trying to do this and do that, whatever. That's how y'all sexual, you know, things kind of pop off. Y'all have to switch roles. You have to be him. He has to be you. Same thing for you guys. The roles will be reversed. When it comes to toy play, fellas, it ain't just you grabbing one of your toys and fucking doing some shit. She has toys to play with you as well. Y'all both have to participate. So with that being said, where do you put these in your interest list? I can give y'all a second if y'all want to, you know, kind of take some time, but from 1 through 5, what is your interest and what you would do with your partner for Valentine's Day? And what is your least from 1 to 5?
Wait, which one is reverse play? What is that?
Reverse playing is basically role playing or role reverse. Which one?
Role reverse.
Role reverse is basically however you and your partner usually have sex. So think about all the sex that you've had in your life, or for the most of it, or if you were a partner, whatever. Is it a girl normally being the aggressive one, or you know the one that's normally popping it off? Like y'all would have to switch roles. So. So line them up, man. Anal sex, BDSM, role playing, role reverse, and toy play.
One is being the most.
One is being the most. That's the most you're most interested in.
Mm-hmm.
And then 5th would be your least interested in.
Okay.
Number 1 for me would be toy play.
Number 1 for flat is toy play.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Number 2 for me would probably be.
Oh, and you guys should explain your 1 and your 5. You ain't got to explain 2, 3, and 4, but 1 and 5 go like just. You ain't got to do like a fucking deep dive, but Yeah.
Okay. But
so 1 is your toy play for number 1.
Yeah. My 2 will probably be role reverse. Number 3 will probably be anal. Number 4 will be role playing. And number 5 will probably be BDSM.
All right. Next up is Amiyah. What do you have on your top 5 in category on this list?
Number 1, BDSM. I'm very curious.
Kinky. Got you. All right.
Number 2, role playing. Number 3, role reverse. Number 4, anal, and number 5, toy.
All right.
We're gonna go through them after we all go. Okay.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Okay.
King. 1 through 5, your interest level for your Valentine, man. What do you have?
Role playing 1, toy play 2, anal 3, BDSM 4, and role reverse 5.
Okay. And mine is 1 will be role play, 2 will be toy play, 3 will be role reverse, 4 will be anal, and 5 will be BDSM. Now, going back to flat, okay? Why do you pick your number 1 and your number 5, which is toy play and BDSM?
Toy play for me is, I mean, because that's probably about the closest to normal any motherfucking way. That's normal, you know. I don't mind doing that, you know, the toy play. That's why I picked that as my number 1. That number 5, man.
BDSM, man.
Yeah, man. I don't know, man. I know people that's in that world. I know people that has a company based on that world. And I've seen the marks. I've seen a lot of shit like on the bodies. I don't know if I'm into that shit, man. All that spanking and shit. I think it's cool when I'm the person doing the shit. I'm okay. Yeah. I can deal with that. But
the other way around,
tying me up and spanking me and pinching my nipples and nipple clips and all this wild shit. I don't know.
Don't hurt me.
I just don't know how. I don't know how that would. I don't know how it would turn me on. That's why it's my least. Like, I think that's probably the least thing that would get me excited is that. I think everything else I could get excited off of before that, you know. You had me confused at that role reverse at first because I thought, you know, my mind went somewhere else when you said role reverse. I'm like, hold the fuck up. I don't even want to play this game at all. No more.
That's why I asked the question. Like, wait, what does this mean?
Yeah, nah.
Reverse what?
Oh man. All right, so Amiyah, your number 1 was BDSM and your number 5 was toy play. Please explain.
So BDSM. All right, so first I'm gonna say this. 2 shows. I want to build a sex room or how to build a sex room and Sex Love and Goop on Netflix. Sex Love and Goop first. Build a sex room second, right? And I say that because the Netflix series Sex Love and Goop really
lets you dive a little bit into it gives you a very short brief in BDSM, but it's not the bruises, right? Are not always painful. I'll say that. Like I've seen rope play, and of course you just kind of get bruised just because things are very tight. It should be more of a pain is a pleasure kind of thing, so it shouldn't necessarily be painful. But I've just been very curious about rope play. Like the different it's such a very large category, but I haven't had a chance to dive into it. So I'm curious to try something like that with somebody, of course, that I feel safe with, right? Because safety first, for both men and women. So I'm just interested in diving into that world. Toy play for me is because as a woman, obviously, like I have a whole toy chest. And so while there are a variety of toys for both men and women to use while having sex together or while doing oral, whatever the case is, I feel like it wouldn't be too far-fetched from my normal sex routine. So I wanted those other things to kind of come before before that. So yeah. And role playing is definitely something I really want to do. So yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Not mad at that at all. King is back right on time. King, your number 1 was role play and your number 5 was role reverse. Can you please go into details on your 1 and your 5, please?
Man, what?
your number 1 was role play and your number 5 was role reverse. Please go into details of why you picked your 1 and why you picked your 5.
Role play just seems fun.
It is.
Depending on if you pick characters, like you put a whole rack of characters in a bucket and just pick one, and especially if you say out of town or different scenery, it just seems fun and exciting to do. I've never done it before, but it seems like it'll be really, really fun.
All right. And your number 5, role reverse.
I don't know. I ain't used to that, so it'll be weird to me. Like I'm not against it, but it'll just be weird to me.
For a woman to initiate sex with you?
Not the initiate part, like see that wouldn't be the reverse to me. To initiate, I'm kind of used to that. Let me know when you want to do it. But after that would be weird.
What do you mean? So I'm just trying to get an understanding. So like,
basically, I say like if like say if we were talking like whatever, I'm used to like all right, you initiating or like let me know you want to, but taking control part, I'm not used to a female doing that. That would just is weird to me.
You're not used to a woman being on top of you, taking control.
Like really taking control. Like how like Flat didn't like the BDSM. Like he wouldn't want nothing done to him.
Nothing is being done to you. It's a woman getting on top of you, holding your hands, and something you can't touch.
King know what bag he be into, and he don't think that he can do what he do. So
no,
I see what's going on.
Like like it. One, I mean, how many? I ain't like used to like. I'm not some certain stuff. I'm not too much used to. I like we both being engaging, yes, but we just. And them doing it, I'm not saying it's bad. It's just not. I'm not used.
It's not. It's not your thing.
It's not saying not my thing, but it's my least.
You're least interested. Yeah, on this list.
I like to be kissed all on your neck and like look.
Y'all you gotta have better sex. I don't understand.
It's weird. It's not saying it's bad, but it's weird to me.
So all right, we're not doing that. Go ahead, Ray. I ain't got no more time. I ain't got no more time.
Oh man.
You asked my opinion.
I get your opinion. I'm just very curious as to what kind of sex you having. Like these, like you haven't been kissed. Like how old are you? And not like I'm saying you've had sexual experiences. You trying to tell me you haven't been like kissed on and like licked? Like what? Like what is? No. I'm not doing this. It's only back.
Certain spots be
hey
trash
man. My number one is role play. Y'all already know that I talk about role play a lot. Role play is fun. I've done role play. I'm always with that. That's always fire to me. Because like I said, there's too many ways that you can apply role play into your sex life. Like I like to start my role playing outside the house, like even if we ain't even home yet. Like I act like I don't even know you. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, and we talk like, you know, we have that kind of rapport all the way back to the house. It's dope. For me, I just think it's very, very interesting. You know what I'm saying? So I'm always down for that to be first. My last, I'm with Flat Man with the whole BDSM thing. And again, it's not the fact that I'm not into it. And it's not the fact that I wouldn't want to put whips and chains on my woman and spank her and do all types of wild shit. That part is fine with me. But I can't see myself enjoying that too, because I'm not a pain is pleasure type of person. Like you fucking choking me, slapping me, hitting me with something is not fucking sexy to me. I'm not saying that it's not something that I wouldn't try, but just off of this list, it is like King said, it's my least of interest. So if we're gonna do all of these, we'll do them all. It's just that one's just going to be last for me. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so that's why I picked my 1 and my 5. Everything else I'm super cool with.
Okay.
But
Sunflower said we have boring sex.
Dang, that's crazy.
I mean, that's what it sounded like to me. It sounded dry as fuck.
Because niggas don't want to be fucking nipple clamps and fucking.
No. We're not talking about that. I'm strictly
okay.
talking about the kissing and the licking on the neck. I have thrown.
Oh, look, that's
like,
don't.
I can't see there chick trying to
Come on, man.
like, I
didn't say nothing.
I don't find that.
Nah, I want her tongue everywhere on me, so I'm not. That ain't my.
Weird to me.
It's giving.
I'm cool with it.
It's giving.
I'm cool with that.
You know what I'm saying?
That
Like,
choking shit is good shit. I don't know what y'all talking about.
I'm cool.
So
that could fall into the role reverse. That's cool. I'm cool with that.
Listen, let's be clear, right? For real. Like on this one note, we have to do our research on some of these things. They're not as bad as we think they are, especially the BDSM, right? But I'm not saying that y'all saying that. I'm just saying. But as far as other stuff, like please just like just explore, like explore and enjoy.
I'm not saying they're bad. It is good. It's just weird. Like it's not my favorite like enjoyable thing. It's just like okay, it's weird. It's not something I have happen a lot, so it's just weird to me.
Next time, tell her to kiss you all over.
Shit, I love that shit.
Hell yeah! Like I said, put your lips and your tongue anywhere on me.
Again, I just
you know how it feels to me. You know, like say like if you haven't been to like gotten a what's that shit a pedicure in a long time, and then
the bitch get the
it's like tickling and feel weird. It's good. You like
yeah.
Hey,
I got you.
I gotta get used to this.
Nah, I feel you.
But
see, that's the thing. There is a huge difference here. That's why a lot of the women in the comment section and even Amiyah, that's why BDSM is usually at the top of their list, because women like that type of assertiveness. They like that, you know, the bondages, the spankings, all that shit turns them on. It's different from men. Men ain't out here trying to get spanked and fucking. It's not the fact that we scared of nipple clamps. We just don't like the shit. Why would a man want to like your fucking nipple? Like it's, you know, again, not against it, but I don't see why it would be at the top of the list.
It's not top of the list for men, but I think that also
that's what I'm saying. Yeah. I don't think it's gonna be the top of any man's list.
Different conversations where this kind of thing is more normalized. I want to say it like in a way where it's like I'm just saying, like if we actually have conversations about sex and about all the things that come with sex, sometimes we get so stuck in like these boxes. I feel like we have to explore, which is why, again, if you haven't seen it, Sex, Love, and Goop, like watch the series. It's very good. And it's just something that opens your mind up. Hell, Big Mouth, Human Resources, Sex Education. Like there's so many shows on right now that really give you
there's just sexploration, and I feel like it's great to have these different things that just don't apply to women but also apply to men. Like I have met men who enjoy having their nipples licked, and I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I think that there are most men who haven't tried it. I've met basic ass men who were like, oh, you could just blow on my penis, you know, or lick my penis, suck my penis. Like you got a whole body and you focused on one thing. Like it's mad weird. Like
blow on my penis is crazy. By the way,
I can't. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying.
First thing first, the main thing is find someone worth exploring with that you feel comfortable with.
Back to safety. You have like it's about feeling safe with that person and feeling like you can explore with somebody. You know, you can't do that with everybody.
Yeah, that's a good one. Safety. I like that.
Safety first in all aspects.
For sure.
I apologize
for
for
sure.
cutting you off earlier, Flay. I apologize.
What'd you cut me off for?
I did it earlier. I think you was trying to say something that I cut you off. I apologize.
No, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I just like sluts. So all this other shit.
Big mouth.
I'm just like
sluts.
I just like I like my woman to be my slut.
Yeah.
So
because my man gonna be my slut too. I'm a slut.
Exactly. Now I heard you say all the licking in the nipples. I like that shit. Anything with your mouth on me, I like it.
100%.
I don't give a fuck if it's the back of my ear, bitch. I like it.
Listen, y'all gotta be stopped.
So I am very intrigued by the fact that she asked Flat if he's gonna let the girl suck his toes when it comes to this role reverse situation.
Yeah, that's a good question.
If that's what she into, I don't know a woman that likes sucking toes. I don't even know how the shit feel.
Yeah,
I just know when I do it, she likes it.
It's number 2 on your list, so get them feet ready, my boy.
So if she want to pop these motherfucking steel toe boot trash man feet in her mouth.
Oh my god! I like that. Oh my
god. She got a problem on her hands, man.
She gotta be pretty doing it. I like a pretty motherfucking woman. I like pretty shit. When she doing it, look pretty. Don't be looking in. No, get in there. Get in there. I'm gonna look. Yeah.
Oh Lord.
That's crazy. Man. Well, that was what I brought to the table, man. Valentine's Day requests, just to, you know what I'm saying, your Valentine coming to try to spice things up and see what y'all thought about it and where y'all rank things at and things of that nature. I thought that would be a really cool way to end this show off for the night. We already close to 2 hours pod, you know what I'm saying, on a good old Tuesday, a day before Valentine's Day. Let me go ahead and get a round of applause for everybody in here acting up with us tonight. We appreciate all of you for coming through and doing what you do, man. But yeah, other than that, y'all know this is the part where we go ahead and tell people to please do us a favor. Well, first things noted. If y'all have anything that y'all want to talk about and bring to the pod, please send it to us in our DMs on Instagram. All right. That's what we want to send all the traffic to. I know we usually ask y'all on here, like put it in the comment section, we write it down, all that sort of shit. It's too much shit because it's shit on the computer, shit in a notepad, X, Y, and Z, stuff we done talked about before. It's just a lot of shit. So we want to kind of get all the traffic to one place. So if you do got something that you want to talk about, y'all know we don't run away from any topics for real, for real. You know what I'm saying? We talk about 95% of the shit that y'all bring to us. Hit us up in our DMs on Instagram. Just send, if you see a post, just send it on over. However, man, LiveVibezPodcast on Instagram. We would appreciate that. And yeah, rep your squad in the comment section right now as well. If y'all are still in here repping, we appreciate that, man. And now that we got the squad back together, Flat's back. Y'all know I've been on a hiatus, man, since December. I'm back. You know what I'm saying? Amiyah's been showing up and doubling down, and we appreciate her as always. King is in here. You know what I'm saying? Doing what we do best. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to try our best to go ahead and start kicking this show off. You know, y'all know we had a lot of schedule conflicts, man. It was a lot going on, man. But we really, really want to get this thing back into a good pace. You know what I'm saying? So we appreciate y'all with y'all patience with us. You know what I'm saying? I know we was late as a bitch today. So we're gonna try to get better with a lot of that shit. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of shit in store, so be ready for all of that.
Look, I got people on my squad. I feel good. I gotta find like a little sound effect.
I know I got it written down in my notes too. So I'm gonna try to bring some sound effects to the next part because I got some joints for my squad too. You know what I mean? So shout out to that. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, go ahead and y'all see somebody repping, y'all shout them out. They're here.
Yeah, shout out to Dee Dee.
That started repping her squad was none other than Freckles. Somebody,
hey,
that's a brand new.
You know it. I ain't gonna hold you because before that, she got in here just in time for the representation part. So I'm gonna go ahead and give it to her. Your girl Remus Love did come up in the building and go ahead showing all them love bugs on a good old love day. You know what I'm saying? Loves to see it and appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Damn, I gotta find like a temporary sound or something for you. God damn.
Yeah, give me something glitter, something that sounds like a sparkle. I don't know.
Dee Dee and I ain't even gonna double them up. Dee Dee is in here representing the soft era squad.
Okay, I see it.
Sunflower Power is also in here representing the soft era squad. Art Bay is in this thing representing that love bug squad. Yes, Lord.
Hey, let me. I'm hitting buttons. Okay, so let me do. I don't know. I'm just doing stuff. Shout out to everybody. I'm trying to find some sounds. Give me a second.
We're trying to find sounds.
Miss Sweet in the building representing that soprano game.
Hey.
Art in motion. Thing representing that love bug squad.
In here. You see y'all.
Miss Hipper, Soprano Me Please is in here representing her soprano game.
Hey, soprano gang up in here. We see you. What is this?
I don't know. Do I?
Okay,
I like that.
No, that is not soft.
I'm just looking for.
That's soft.
That's soft.
Okay.
Ooh La La representing her gang, soprano in the house. Yes, Lord.
Hey, come on now, come through. Yes, indeed. I see you. Appreciate you for coming through.
That's it so far.
Let's see.
Love to see it. It's all good. I saw you switch sides. You know what I'm saying? She was originally a soprano gang. Now she, painting her nails and all that. You know what I'm saying? It's all good, Dee Dee. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? Miss Sweet represent holding it down and throwing up the waves. I see you and appreciate you. And y'all already know what it is, man. We are about to get the fuck up out of here. It is 11:37 on a Tuesday night. Everybody gotta get them, go to work tomorrow. So shout out to y'all, man. We appreciate y'all for coming through, man. We hope y'all have a great, Valentine's Day. If you got somebody, if you don't, if you're doing something or you're not, just show love all day tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck what it is, man. Just be nice to people. You know what I'm saying? Send some messages, man. Just spread love, man. You know what I'm saying? Show that good love bug spirit. You know what I'm saying? Just go out here and just, be the change you want to see. You know what I'm saying? All that good stuff, man. We appreciate y'all so much. Before we get up out of here, does anybody have anything before we go? Anything to say? Any shout outs?
You already know what it is. Just one day at a time, one foot in front of the other. Don't do more than that.
No, that's right.
And y'all know I'm still repping the goddamn LiveVibez cruise, man. It's coming up. I don't know if y'all are locked in or whatever, but I'm locked in. Jabbo locked in. There's a few people I know that's locked in. Let's get this thing locked in. Samaya B, I think, is locked in for the LiveVibez cruise. There's a whole lot of people I think in here is locked in. Miss LeBay is locked in.
Did y'all find the sound?
Nah, I hit the harp.
The violent, the harp is what we going with right now. We're gonna find something.
That's what we going with right now.
I found a shitload of sounds.
Oh, word? Okay.
Oh.
I saw that too. I didn't click it though.
But outside of that, I ain't got nothing else to say. I just wanted to get everybody in there to make sure y'all get locked in. We leaving out of New Orleans.
Oh, that's gonna be
Orleans.
so lit. Leaving out of New Orleans.
Baby.
God damn.
Our emotion says she's locked in. Yeah.
All right, let's do
We
it, man.
Yeah, man. Look, we need a lot more stories, a lot more pictures. We need to start making galleries for this shit.
Man, listen, because the last one we had a blast on the cruise last year, so we're going to definitely do it. You know what I'm saying? 2 times this year. You know what I'm saying? So make sure y'all get
like you and your crew. Yeah, get our people to come. Let's go.
Man, it'd be so lit, man. Oh, I can't wait, man.
Yeah.
Getting excited about it
That's your
already.
homework. Get people to come to the cruise. Everybody get lit.
Okay.
Yeah.
It is
How long is this cruise?
5 days.
Okay.
Miss Keeper is locked in.
I'm gonna just take
Okay, let's do it. Locked in, man. Love to see it, man. It is February, but make sure you do your due diligence. Look on the Instagram. Go look up Dreams to Reality. That is Tamika. She hold us down when it comes to planning this whole thing. Of course, the final payments are going to be in mid-May, so make sure y'all divvy it up however you got to do it, man. Make sure everything is straight by then, man. And then we're going to talk about the cruise t-shirts. We're going to talk about the itinerary. We're going to get to all that later when we get to summertime. But right now, lock in, man. So, other than that, man, oh yeah, we good. Love y'all. See y'all next week. Which should be a really interesting show next week, man. So make sure y'all bring y'all ass back on next Tuesday. And shit, without further ado, Flatliner, go ahead and take us out.
Man, y'all already know what it is. Let's create wages, not war. And remember, if you complete, you do not have to compete. And we out.
Hey.
Hey man, welcome to the LiveVibez, man. We are here with the new game, the new scenery. You guys see it on Sunday. It's LiveVibez.
Love it, man.
Bye. 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 Bye.
Yeah, all that.
Bye.